decade songs feel more carefree because of the simplicity that there is to them and the mundaneness that there is to them. It makes it feel more human, more personal, and at the same time more authentic. But nowadays it's different because I feel like we've opened up more to different topics of music, so there's more variety and there's different ways that you can be touched and feel music than there was back then. There's songs that I like to sing, but I wouldn't listen to them in my free time because I feel like it's a different relationship that I have with those songs that I'm supposed to be performing and that suit my voice, and songs that I actually want to listen to in terms of entertainment in that way. If you were to compose a song, how would that affect that? I think that if I were to compose a song, it would be tricky for that reason because I listen to emo music and it's very different from the songs that I sing because I have a very soft voice and I can't sing very hardcore songs. That's why it's hard for me to like write a song or something because I have to kind of keep those things in mind essentially. It's very like a drastic change.
I wish people realized it's a completely different beast. It's an incredible culmination of so many different types of art forms to simply make it happen in the first place. But relating to the music aspect of it, I like how music is storytelling. It's a literary device filled with literary devices. And I guess I always liked things that lean on a narrative approach or a character driven story. So when you combine all of those things as something as universal as music, it's truly just like beautiful. It feels cliche using words like beautiful, but it is simply beautiful. So I think if you ever find yourself watching a musical, try to enjoy that one moment when a play transitions into a song. And notice how in the very first few seconds or notes you already get the whole message and feel for the character or the moment before they even start singing. And that when it's followed by good songwriting, it's just like it's a very unique medium. Oh, and I'd also like to mention that theater is definitely the place to find passionate people. So, like, of course, I would love that artists would get paid, if artists would get paid for every time they work. But I've seen so many wonderful performances in small community theaters that work on like volunteer basis. So the sense of community and commitment and duty is just like truly commendable. I would love for people to support it more and open their minds to this sort of niche world and get more involved because I don't know, why not?
So I listen to a lot of alternative music. Like I said, I listen to a lot of J rock. I don't say visual K because visual K is not actually a genre; it's a musical movement. People, the first time they see like J rock music videos or like promotional videos and like their visual shock, because visual K it's about the visual shock of something. Like their point that like a visual K artist purpose is to shock you. That's why it's called visual K, right? It's a visual shock. So it definitely like people are shocked by it, which is the point of what the artist is trying to do. But there's people that are not very open-minded about it, and I understand, but they have great music. Like if you open your mind more to like different instrumentals and different fashion styles and all that, it's really fun. It's really fun, and they're very experimental, I would say. So yeah, I would recommend checking it out and see if you like it. If you don't, it's okay. Not everything is for everybody.
So I'm somebody who doesn't really listen to one genre, so I like to hop around from a bunch of different things. Um, I mainly do like write and play mostly like metal and like rock music, but I like to listen to like pop and like hip hop, electronic, all different kinds of things. So lately, I guess I've just been listening to a lot of like modern like metalcore, so like Wage War, Architects, North Lane, just things like that. Some like Hispanic music because Hispanic. So like things like Bad Bunny and Raul Alejandro, you know, stuff like that. And then pop, like Glass Animals.
Oh, so many things. I've been listening to Jacob Collier for about 2 years nonstop. I absolutely love him. I think he's brilliant, complete unique artist, completely unafraid of trying something new, and I love it. I've been listening to a lot of Lagoon, this Brazilian band that I'm obsessed with. Probably my favorite band of all time. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Mix Brazilian things with other things. They're really, really good. I've been listening to a lot of reggaeton lately. The Bad Bunny album is excellent, the new one. Piso 21, that band I became obsessed with recently too, and I can't stop listening to them. I went to a Strokes concert in April, and I have been unable to stop listening to the Strokes ever since. So yeah, a nice variety going on.
Lately, I've been listening to a lot of different genres. I've been listening to Amy Winehouse a lot. I've been listening to the Black Pumas, Evanescence, Arctic Monkeys, and I've also been listening to Ravina and Kehlani because they have like soft voices and it's nice and calm. Lately, I've been listening a lot to ABBA. I know that it's been trending, but I've always loved it ever since I was a kid. Like, I remember watching Mamma Mia and loving the music. I've also been listening to very random songs like Outcast and Let It Shine soundtrack from the Disney movie. Oh, I listened to only one song from the Harry's House album, Daydreaming, I really like. I feel like it has that vibey feel to it that I like. It's same as from ABBA. And I also listen to some French songs, like I was listening to Divine Idylle by Vanessa Paradis, and then I've also listened to random Spanish songs like Bamboleo. Yo, Bamboleo. And a little bit of Bad Bunny, but only Osita Lindos because it's really pretty.
I want to say that I've been listening to more than one person, but Harry Styles' album Harry's House came out in May, and that is the only thing I've been listening to every single day or multiple times a day is that album, like from top to bottom. That's it. I wish I was kidding.
So I've been listening to a lot of artists lately. I've been listening to Taylor, a lot of bands like The Cassette, Dear and Grey, also a lot of electronic music lately. I've been listening to a lot of Daft Punk, Grimes, just a lot of different things. I always like to get different genres and listen to them once in a while, you know? Always change it.
We're gonna start off with some Bill Evans first. So we have Grandfather's Waltz off of the Stan Getz and Bill Evans album. It's very good. It's very nice. And then one of my all-time favorite songs is Makes Someone Happy. He's definitely inspired me a lot, even though I don't compose jazz music. Just his he has this certain sound, and he's great. Ichiko Aoba, the whole Windswept Dawn album is amazing, but the song Porcelain specifically is really great. It has great instrumentation on it. Next we have Fivo is Glock. This song Decoy is how I was introduced to them, but that whole album is really cool. But Decoy is this little bossa nova kind of jazzy tune, and it's really nice. Now here's some compositions. Caroline Shaw, she's one of my favorite female composers. Partita for 8 voices. The second movement of that is really cool. All movements are really cool. I believe there's 4 movements of it, but second movement, if you were to listen to one of them, listen to that one. This is my favorite symphony, Gustav Mahler Symphony No. 5 in C sharp. The 4th movement of that. Very moving. And you can definitely get a clear depiction of the feeling of the song. I love it. So, it's S and then O with a little dash over it, so I don't know how you really pronounce that, but So by Harriton Salvanini. Another female composer represent Lily Boulanger, Prelude in D flat. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.